All right, friends, this is Donnie,
Sandra.
and we are coming to you from Jordan Lake Campground. Jordan Lake Campground in Chatham County.
This is Crosswinds Campground because Jordan Lake has several campgrounds.
All right, but it's Jordan Lake.
Yeah,
Is
State
it
Park.
is it a Jordan
Park.
Lake State Park? But the campground itself
It's called Crosswinds.
is called Crosswinds, but it's not like Jordan Lake Campground and it's broken up into different sections.
No,
it's not like
called Crosswinds.
Okay.
Then they have Poplar Point. I think they have another one. They have several.
Okay. Well, okay, so I stand corrected in that area there. Jordan Lake does have campgrounds, but the campgrounds are broken up into little individual names. So this is the name, this is the look out the dinette, and we are at site B54, am I correct?
Yes.
B54. And there's, is there 3 sites? A, B, and C?
There's loops. There's 3 loops.
There's 3 loops?
Yes.
Okay. And this is the look out the other side of the window. Absolutely just gorgeous, guys. I can only imagine what this looks like in the fall, but the lake is over here. The lake is right out through these woods right here, just literally walking distance. And but there is so much to talk about in this area here. But what we're going to do is be looking for the campground review, and there's just a lot to share with this area here, and so I'm going to withhold that to share with that later. But it's some really wild information, and some of you that come out here, you're going to want to know some of this information. I can assure you, you're going to want to know some of this information. And so, but at any rate, the puppy dogs are napping out, and we just ate some cream of wheat just a little while ago. But Sandra's here, and we've got some really cool facts to share with y'all,
and some really cool news.
And some really cool news, because this is the 50th county. The 50th county, guys. Yeah, we have stayed in half of this state. This right here is Chatham County. On this trip here, we went to 3 counties. We went to Harnett, Lee, and Chatham. And but we've done it, guys. We've had 50 counties stayed in. And so I tell you what, and we were just talking on the ride over here, how it just seems like we've been doing this longer. It just feels like we've been doing this longer. When you talk about finding locations to stay at in every one of these places that we visited. I mean, we've been doing this since 2019. 2019.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah. And when we first bought the motorhome, I worked about another year and a half, and then I retired from the sheriff's office.
When we first bought the motorhome, we weren't doing this particular challenge either. We found some campgrounds that we like going to, and we would frequent those. We
had bought the calendar. We bought the calendar, but we just said, hey, we'll just, each county that we stay in, we'll just mark it off. And it wasn't soon after I retired back in 2020, I decided to say, hey, listen, let's put some more information into this. And so we decided to share the fun facts.
And then I had the idea of let's stay in all 100 counties.
Yeah, so we knew we wanted to eventually stay in all 100 counties, but it wasn't a challenge. No. It wasn't like, hey, let's challenge ourselves to stay at least one night.
Yeah, if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't, whatever.
It wasn't that big a deal.
And so wherever we stayed at, we put it on the map.
But guys, what we're going to do is we're going to do a recap of the 50. We're not going to go through every single county, but we're going to share the goods, the bads, our best campgrounds that we stayed in. We're not going to share the bad ones. We don't want to blast anybody.
But we are going to share some bad experiences we've had.
We are definitely going to share with you some of the scary happenings that happened with us, some of the things that we learned, because even though we were not new to RVing, we were new to motorhome RVing.
Yes.
And so this is a different thing because, you know, you got a motor. You can, if I want to leave, all I got to do is do a few little things, hop in the driver's seat and take off. Yeah. And so, but I've always wanted a motorhome. And this has really been that I don't think I would travel any different than we are now. And so if I was to get a different type of motorhome, if we was to trade in this one or sell this one, I would go smaller. That's personally me. I would go, I'd go smaller, maybe a Class B or something like that. But we eventually did pay off the motorhome in March of 2023. We paid it off. We worked really hard.
It's been a year.
They what?
It's been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year, and but we decided to go ahead and pay it off. I didn't want this thing being a hindrance to our travels, you know, the payments and all that stuff. So I ended up going back to work full time temporarily, and I put all my income on it, and we paid it off. And so we don't owe anything on this thing, and so it affords us the availability to travel more. But any rate, let's go through the fun facts of Chatham County. Be looking forward to those videos, though, and for that recap of the 50 that we've already done. And then we're going to go ahead and start working on the east side once we finish this one. This is our next trip. We're going to do all 5 of these at the same time, and we will have all of the west side of the state done, and then we're going to start working on the east side. And so, but this one's coming up here real soon. Real soon, we're going to do all 5 at one time. But Chatham County, right here is Chatham County. The land area, 682 square miles. 682 square miles. The population in 2021 was 77,889. 77,889. It was formed from Orange County in 1771 in response to troubles stemming from the War of the Regulation. The county was named for William Pitt, Earl of Chatham, who defended American rights in the British Parliament. Early inhabitants of Chatham County included the Iroquoian and the Samoan Indians, who were followed by Scottish, English, and German settlers. Chatham County raises many agricultural products, including swine, tobacco, corn, soybeans, hay, poultry, and beef cattle. Manufactured products from the county include textiles, yarns, fabrics, furniture, and lumber. Sandstone, shale, coal, and iron are mined in the county. The Devil's Tramping Ground. The Devil's Tramping Ground, a mysterious and legendary 40-foot circular path in which no vegetation will grow, is located in Chatham County near Siler City. And that we are going to be talking about that one and 2 more other urban legends. I've got 3 urban legends to share about this county here. No ghost stories. These are urban legends. I think you guys are going to find quite interesting. The Carnivore Preservation Trust is a sanctuary for unique endangered species located in Pittsboro and open to the public by appointment. Popular annual events and festivals include the Silk Hope Old Fashioned Farm Days, Deep River Crescent Celebration, and Siler City Chicken Festival. Ooh. Chicken Festival. I don't know if it's like a
fried chicken.
I don't know if it's fried chicken, but
man.
But anyway, if you guys want to learn more, go to www.ncpedia.org. That's www.ncpedia.org. Now, this park here is pretty famous for eagles, bald eagles, a lot of bald eagles. And so I think I saw one yesterday when we were hanging out near the lake, because we got here early. We were here for about 4 hours early, and so we had to wait. And so they allowed us to park in a certain area and just kind of hang out. And we enjoyed ourselves, had some lunch. But I want to share some facts, guys. I want to share some facts. We'll talk more about the bald eagles and some of the other animals when we do go through the campground review. But this area is known for bald eagles. And I just want to give you kind of a few little factoids about the Jordan Lake bald eagles. And so, Jordan's eagles build nests from December to February. Their eggs hatch in about 35 days. The young begin to fly in 10 to 12 weeks. And after they hatch, they can live for about 28 years in the wild. Think about that. 28 years in the wild. Now, the bald eagles only occur in America. That's all. They only occur in America. Jordan Lake currently has 6 active eagle nests. In summer, the population of eagles has been as high as 71. 71 eagles. Nesting eagles at Jordan Lake remain year-round and do not migrate. The larger population that come in the summertime, they are most likely migrating from Florida. Eagles mature when they are 4 to 5 years old. This is when the distinctive white feathers on their heads appear. Get this. This is something that just amazes me. And I knew that eagle vision was amazing. But their vision is so sharp, they can see a prey a mile away.
Wow.
A mile away. I can't even comprehend that type of eyesight.
We've been keeping Finn and Kiki on a very short leash.
Yeah. I tell you, a mile away. Well, get this. This shows you just how fast they are. And we do need to keep them on a leash. They can fly about 30 miles an hour and dive at speeds of nearly 100 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine getting hit by a bird with talons like they have at 100 miles an hour?
Wow. Their prey don't know
those birds are tough. Bald eagles have about 7,000 feathers. All combined, they only weigh a pound. They are the second largest bird of prey in America and have a wingspan of 7 to 8 feet. 7 to 8 feet. And so, but guys, that's all the information that I'm going to share. I did have more, but we're going to stop right there. Be looking for the campground review. Again, we are at, this is what area is this again?
Crosswinds Campground. We're in Loop B.
Crosswinds Campground. We're in Loop B, and ours is B54. B54. Look for the campground review, and look on the lookout for these 3 interesting urban legends, really wild urban legends. And so you guys take care. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.